I am not putting down the Spin Doctors.
No.
By no means.
They had big hits.
They had big hits, and then whatever happened, one guy became a carpenter, the singer hated the piano player. You're the type of dude that reinvents himself every 90 days. And then that's how you keep yourself fresh. I had to go to my agent 2 months ago and go, listen, I don't want to hear about another date on the road again. He's like, what are you talking about? You're selling out. That's not the point. That's not the point. See, that's where you motherfuckers are wrong. And then, you make a little change, and then you buy a house, and guess what? Now you're in debt.
Yeah.
Now you're doing something that you used to love, but it became a job.
Yeah.
When you choose an art as a career, you want to get up tip-top Magoo and attack it every day.
It's a fine line.
I tell you, and I know you're going to tell me, when it was me, you, this dude, and Fat fucking Joe in a garage with no money, those were the best times we had when we were just rapping, and it was just us. We were making some good music. Also, something came in that was called money and pressure, and we adjusted, we adapt. That's what we do. But it fucks up the main thing of what you're doing. What you're doing, you're not letting the money get in the way. You're switching it up. You're switching it up. I'm sitting here in awe because I have a hard time raising a daughter, loving my wife, because if you don't give your wife love,
right,
then that's a complete different thing. I had to take her for a massage yesterday. $60, 2 Chinese people. One rubs her, one rubs me, and we hold hands together. They put rocks on your neck.
Right
but
on.
You know what? It puts a smile on your face. And that's an hour and a half of my time. I got the podcast, and then you got to go on the road.
Right.
I don't have all that shit. I wish I had the time and energy. We make a road. I don't know where you live, and I don't give a fuck. But you got to get on that 405 today.
Oh,
you
yeah.
see? When they put a picture on Twitter of the 405, they don't know how we live with that.
That's every day, though.
That's every fucking day.
That's serious.
So you going to visit somebody, it's 4 fucking hours.
Yeah.
The other day I had a meeting.
And that's just getting there.
That's just getting there. Two days, Friday. I had a meeting, and on the way back, Lee called me. He goes, how'd it go? I go, we could have done it on the phone. I had to go to Wilshire. We could have done it on the phone.
This is why we have Skype.
And this is why I admire you, because you find time to, wait a second, not just tour, people. If all I had to do every weekend was go out and say the same jokes I've been saying for 10 years and nobody would say nothing, that's what I would do, and it'd be easy. But I know you're the type of dude that wants to create. You want to create. And when you want to create, you have to find time to create on top of being a dad, writing, business, because this is a whole business. Now you got the setup, which I admire again. You got 10 shows going out of there. You're smoking. Your employees are giggling. Everybody's high at 8:30 in the morning.
Stay high, yeah.
They're eating donuts. They got tacos.
Fucking donuts.
I mean, that's as an artist point of view, you have the perfect artist life, which is what used to happen in this city as far as we were concerned. See, as a comedian, what you did was Be Real got a show. Be Real called 2 weeks ago. You said he met you at a restaurant. He wants you to be a garbage man in his show. Be Real's going to give you 6 episodes out of 13 every year. That means for fucking 8 weeks, I'm not going to do dick. two times a year. For 6 weeks, I'm just going to focus on Be Real show.
Right.
Well, I got to call Be Real and tell Be Real. They're going to shoot me out Tuesday because I got a gig in Philadelphia on Thursday. And guess what? I'm not going to be effective on your show, and I'm not going to be effective in Philadelphia because I'm thinking about both things.
Right.
Let me just focus on Be Real thing, kill that shit. So the next season, that motherfucker brings me back for 8 shows a season.
Right.
So you had that breather. In today's comedic world, you don't have that no more.
Yeah.
They found out they can make money with you. Why fuck with the nest?
Yeah.
Keep him on the road. Keep him on the road. Keep him on the road until he stops selling tickets. Now you're 48 and you have no acting experience.
Yeah, when you oversaturate, man.
You can't do it.
Can't do shit.
You gotta fucking, I'm gonna have ear surgery in a couple of weeks. That means 60 days I can't go on the fucking rope. My agents are going crazy. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. This is what being an artist is. That for 30 days, You go into a Denny's, you give the waitress a fin, and you go, don't let nobody go back to that section back there.
Yeah.
I'm going to be there all day. I'm going to have eggs. I'm going to have the pot roast. I'm going to shit blood. But I'm going to stick it out here every day till 5 and write. It's really weird, the creative process.
Everybody has a different process.
Everybody has a different process. And I know if I overstock you with business, how the fuck are you going to write lyrics?
Yeah, it's tough juggling, and it's sort of like when it's all going well, you have to keep it going. So you got to keep everything fucking in the air and keep it balanced. For me, like I said, I love challenges, and in terms of that challenge and the reinventing myself through different projects, different groups, different albums, or whether it's solo or with somebody, that's something Busta Rhymes talked to me about, like in the mid 90s when he had left one group to do his solo shit, and it was tremendously different. And he pulled me to the side one day and he said, hey man, you should in his Busta Rhymes voice, yo son, you need to be constantly doing shit and reinventing yourself. Do shit different. I know you got this group, but do other things. And that was a bad impression of him, but because I'm not really on my game right now. I usually do Busta Rhymes' voice pretty good, but today I shit the pot. But he gave me that advice, and I kind of was hesitant at that time because I was all about Cypress Hill and said, well, this is where my 100% focus is. Why would I fuck that up by going and doing some solo shit and just doing some crazy shit when things are going so well? I was very focused, like you said. Instead of trying, having all these different things going on, I was very much all about the group. And years later, that's when I started thinking, right, well, I've done a lot of shit with the group. Let me start doing some different things here and there. And I did a couple of mixtapes, then I did a solo album, and went back and started doing some group shit. And then I created another group with Exhibit and this cat named Demrick called Serial Killers, and we did a hardcore hip-hop album under that group for 2 albums. And then I partnered up after that with Burner, which we did 3 albums called Prohibition. Well, they were 2 EPs in 1 album. And all that while I was doing another solo album that I gave away, which was called The Prescription. And I just kept writing for different things, doing collaborations with other people, and just keeping the Busta Rhymes shit in mind at that point. Like, okay, if I'm gonna do something away from Cypress, I don't want to do anything like I do with Cypress on this other shit. So I'm gonna be something completely different on this. Something's a different side of me on this shit, as opposed to what people are used to seeing with me with Cypress. So, I just took that from one group to another, and even with Prophets, like the way I'm dressed up there with Prophets is completely different than what I do with Cypress. And that's to have that distinction and to have something different, and and to make people ask why.
Going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.